I was sitting at my kitchen counter the other morning, stirring my iced matcha slowly enough to feel virtuous about it, when I realized something. My life looked very healed. The candles were lit, the journal was open, the playlist was soft and suspiciously cinematic. And yet, I was still avoiding one very specific text message, which made me wonder, is this healing or is this just beautifully curated coping? If you've ever reorganized your bookshelf instead of having a hard conversation, if you've ever bought a new journal instead of finishing the old one, if you've ever told yourself you're doing the work but secretly hoped the work wouldn't require discomfort, stay with me. Because today we're talking about aesthetic healing versus actual healing. By the end of this, you'll know the difference between growth that looks good on Instagram and growth that actually changes your life. You'll understand why both are tempting. And maybe, gently, lovingly, you'll see where you've been choosing one over the other. This isn't about calling you out, it's about calling you forward. So settle in. This is the kind of conversation that pairs beautifully with iced matcha and a little honesty. Aesthetic healing is delicious. It's color-coded planners, morning routines filmed in golden light, quotes about boundaries written in perfect handwriting. It feels productive, intentional, elevated. You buy the linen pants, you drink more water, you unfollow your ex. And listen, none of that is wrong. Rituals matter, environment matters, beauty can be grounding. But aesthetic healing is often about atmosphere. Actual healing, that's about accountability. Aesthetic healing says, I'm becoming her. Actual healing asks, but are you changing your patterns? Here's where it gets tender. Sometimes we curate the appearance of growth because it feels safer than the mess of it. It's easier to post about boundaries than to enforce one. Easier to journal about self-worth than to leave the situation that's shrinking it. Easier to say I'm healing than to admit I'm scared. Aesthetic healing gives you the identity of someone evolving. Actual healing quietly removes the behaviors that kept you stuck. And that part is rarely aesthetic. It's crying in your car. It's admitting you were wrong. It's apologizing. It's not texting back. It's texting back differently. It's noticing the pattern and choosing against it. Let me be very clear. There is no shame here. We reach for aesthetic healing because it feels hopeful. It's proof that we care, that we're trying, that we want better. And sometimes the aesthetic is the doorway. The fresh notebook, the clean room, those things can anchor you. But they cannot substitute for the moment you decide, I don't want to keep repeating this. Actual healing is not glamorous. It doesn't trend. It doesn't always look calm. Sometimes it looks like discomfort. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like walking away from what matches your aesthetic, but not your values. So what's better? That's the wrong question, because aesthetic healing and actual healing aren't enemies. One sets the stage, the other rewrites the script. The real question is this: are you using beauty to support your growth or to distract yourself from it? Are you lighting candles or avoiding conversations? Are you journaling about boundaries or are you practicing them? There's no judgment in the answer, only information, and information is power. Before we go any further, grab your journal and your pen, or carry these questions with you as you move through your day. Let them help you gently separate performance from progress. Let them show you where you're evolving and where you might be hiding. Where in my life does healing look good on the outside, but feel unchanged on the inside? What pattern do I keep decorating instead of disrupting? What conversation, decision, or boundary have I been postponing, even while telling myself I'm growing? If I chose actual healing over aesthetic healing this month, what would I do differently? If this conversation felt a little too accurate, save this video for the next time you're tempted to romanticize your growth instead of live it. And in the comments, tell me this, just one word. Are you in your curating season or in your confronting season? No explanations, just honesty. I'll see you on the next page.